Okay, on this episode of RV Shorts, we're going to do the prep for the tow segment where we, if you saw my other segment on actually the pre-camp segment, you'll notice that I've already plugged in yesterday, had the refrigerator cooled down, and so now we'll go step by step on what we do to hit the road. Now, like you saw in my other video, I already pre-cooled the refrigerator the night before. I put some drinks in here to get started, but now we've fully loaded it up with all of our gear, all of our cold items. Refrigerator's got nice and cold. Got a freezer, a couple of freezer items, and we're ready to hit the road on that. Latched up. Still running on electric power, but we'll be shutting that down, and it's going to actually go over to, in auto, it's going to go on over to the gas for the road trip. So we'll get to that in a little bit. Now mine, I can take off this section here pretty good on the gas. So I just pull it off so I can get to this. It does have that access panel, but I just like to get in here. So first thing we're going to do is go in here and turn on our gas tank, because we're going to use gas for our refrigerator. So I know I'm using the right hand side first. So we're going to turn that on, and you'll hear this pop. That's a safety valve. A lot of people don't like driving these when they're going down the highway, but there's actually a valve in here. If it was to bust open, it would close off. So right now, I got this fully turned on and ready to go. I'm going to go in and bleed the air out of the gas system using the stove, and we'll do that here in a minute. So you might ask yourself, why do you do this to purge these lines in the gas? Well, all that there's air in those lines, and we want to get the gas up as close as we can to this refrigerator. That way when it tries to kick on, when I disconnect the electric power, it'll kick on without any much trouble. So what I'm going to do now is light up a couple of these burners just to make sure the gas is flowing good. And you'll see it took me a little bit to get that gas going. There's some air in that line, so these look like they're all going now. And we're good to go. So at this point, I'm going to disconnect my electric. And what I'm going to do, I'm right here by the refrigerator, I'm going to listen for that to fire up the gas. So here we go. Okay, it went off there. So now we're going to go inside and we're going to make sure that we don't have a trouble light to make sure that's working and that the gas is actually fired up. So coming back inside of here, we don't want to see this light on right here. If that light was on, then that means it's not lighting properly and it's not working. So there might be something wrong with the spark, or you're not getting all the air out of your line. So we'll make sure that light is off. Obviously, if you put this button out, it'll run gas all the time. But with it in, electricity until you take the electric off, then runs gas, and then when you go back to hook back up again, it'll switch back over to electricity. Okay, last little look inside the camper to make sure nothing's going to shift around. I went ahead and closed the door so it won't bang around. It may still pop open, but at least we've tried. Make sure there's nothing loose. Everything's kind of set down and looks like we're in good shape. So we'll get the inside sealed up and get ready to hook it up. So on that pretty much concludes our pre-hookup for the tow setup. On my next short, which I plan to put out pretty soon, we will actually take the camper and we'll attach it to the tow vehicle. So stay tuned for that one, and if there's any questions on our pre-checklist for tow, put that in the comments, and we'll see you again.